Good day. I am Dayan S. Bukingkito, and today I am going to present a video of myself about my understanding of the topic The Entrepreneur Mind by Kevin D. Johnson. We all know that starting a business is not easy at all. As an entrepreneur, there are so many adjustments and lessons to be considered and learned. This topic is all about the different principles to be applied as an entrepreneur based on Kevin D. Johnson's experience and lesson learned throughout his life as a successful entrepreneur. There are 7 chapters available to be learned and applied as a student or entrepreneur who plans to start or want to grow his or her business. First, we have the strategy, the education, the people in the business, the finance, the marketing and sales, the leadership, and lastly, the motivation. We have here think big. It is said that a business can fail in 2 ways: not surviving beyond its start and not reaching its full potential. So in business, thinking big simply means pursuing ideas that maximize the scope of your potential. So, thinking big in business means you have an available, ready idea and a big plan for your business. Failure and obstacles are a big part of business. Thinking big is a big help in business failure. You always have a present idea and you will not be surprised, but instead, you will be ready. You have the action and broad knowledge to handle or solve any problems or situation in business. Next, do what's important first. Here are a few simple tips that can help you focus on the most important tasks that will take your business to new heights. First, do important tasks first thing in the morning when you get up. Change your environment, disconnect from the real world, and take substantive breaks. Ask for help. When you start your business, lose the ego immediately. It's the main reason that entrepreneurs don't seek help. An overinflated ego even prevents those who ask for help from receiving it. Rarely do people want to help those who act as though they don't need it. And there's a difference between being confident and having an ego that's too big for your own good. Confidence attracts people, ego repels them. One of the quickest ways to lead a life of mediocrity or utter failure is to think that you can accomplish a major task all by yourself. Business comes first, family second. One of the biggest advantages of entrepreneurship is independence and flexibility to prioritize. If your business is doing well, you deserve to take more breaks and to spend quality time with your family. If not, you should be hard at work, making sure that you can provide for your family and generations to come. So entrepreneurs are not always available and choose family first. You also need to prioritize your work because you have a family that needs to sustain their needs. So in business, if it if it's a big project, you need to work hard for it to earn a profit because the result of success is for the sake and good for your family. Create new markets. There are 2 kinds of entrepreneurs: entrepreneurs who create markets and do not. Create markets are considered as revolutionary, and for those who not, are ordinary. So seek new markets rather than to go into well-established ones. So you need to expand your products through creating new markets offer it, and make it available to another places. Work on your business, not in your business. If you don't have the revenue to hire a team and replace yourself, your business isn't profitable. And perhaps you should consider a different approach or a different business altogether. Doing everything in your business yourself leads to a quick burnout, and the activity prevents you from executing your role as an entrepreneur, working on your business, not in it. Before you even start your business, focus on planning how to get rid of yourself, especially if the business is service oriented and you are the one serving. So, you must know your part as a role as an entrepreneur. You are the planner, not the worker in your business. As for tips, you must choose good and valuable employees to handle and work on your business projects for business success. Build a company that is system dependent, not people dependent. Using technology creates process maps to visualize how you will execute different tasks. This step helps you to determine where your process can be improved and how technology can make your process more efficient. So, using the advantages of technology or the system will be the fastest way to reach and complete your goals and projects, resulting in good products with no hassle and fewer people required. All risk isn't risky. Entrepreneurs have a higher tolerance for risk than the average person when it comes to starting and running a business. Entrepreneurs surely take on high probabilities of failures, but they don't necessarily like to gamble. Instead, they take calculated risks, stacking the deck in their favor. They find ways to minimize or to spread the risk of their endeavor to increase the odds of their success or minimize the odds of loss. So, risk is part of business and is present. Being in a risk situation doesn't mean bad at all, but instead, it will teach you to avoid something risky and it will enable you to become aware, knowledgeable, and alert for the next risky moment in your business. Don't waste time. The best entrepreneurs create environments of stressful urgency. Entrepreneurs know that startup rarely get anything done in a relax. Take your environment. When you have a deadline, when you have to perform, you want some stress to help you do your best. Ask for help. When you start business, lose the ego immediately. It's the main reason that entrepreneurs don't seek help. An overinflated ego prevents those who ask for help from receiving it. Rarely do people want to help those who act as though they don't need it. And there's a big difference between confident and having an ego that's too big for your own good. Confidence attracts people, ego repels them. So tell everyone what you want to do, and someone will want to help you do it. Adapt to change quickly. Going through a process, whether you're a risk taker or not, the ability to adapt several changes very quick is your one first move to have a smooth and rigid way of achieving good possible outcome. It is very inevitable to run through changes when it goes up and down due to demand and supply allocated in a certain establishment. School is not necessarily. Entrepreneurs who excel educate themselves constantly about new technology, business strategies, and so on, and you don't necessarily have to be in school to do that. You don't always have to be the smartest one in the room. The best entrepreneurs don't always have to be the smartest one in the room, but they know better. People don't only work for money. Before determining what you will pay people for their service, stop and think about what you can offer them instead of monetary compensation. Chances are you having something that they want, and you can use that as leverage. People are willing to work for things other than money. In fact, some people actually work harder when they don't get paid. Get the right mentor. No entrepreneur has succeeded without some type of mentor figure. Mentors are invaluable. Make sure that one you choose has achieved what you want and that you consult that mentor frequently. If your mentor is not accomplished enough or is inaccessible, find someone else who can really help you move closer to achieving your goal. You don't need money to take money. Having no money doesn't mean you have no resources. You've got something. So get started on your business and without spending any money if you can. Avoid negative cash flow. Negative cash flow is not a bad thing per se. In fact, it's necessary for many businesses in numerous industries, particularly if the business is in the startup phase. However, maintaining a negative cash flow position for too long is detrimental to any business. Your goal as leader should be to find out what the norms are for your industry and what is healthy. A financial advisor can also help you understand your options so that you can avoid this financial stumbling block. Your customer is your boss. Entrepreneurs in the business to business space must be especially careful to listen to their customer. Just because you are an entrepreneur doesn't mean that you can get fired. In fact, entrepreneurs get fired every day by dissatisfied customer. Ensure that you listen closely to your customer and respond to their changing needs in a quick fashion. If you introduce something new, be sure that you are prepared for the possibility that your suggestion could backfire. Don't hold grudges. As an entrepreneur, your ability to turn anger caused by rejection into motivation to persevere can take your company soaring heights. Negative feelings can be your worst enemy, cause you to miss huge opportunities. Following your passion is a bogus. Entrepreneurs shouldn't necessarily be encouraging people to follow their passion to attain success in business. This advice more applicable to a lofty self-help goal in life. Business is about solving problems, improving quality of life, creating new solutions, and yes, making money. These things involve a great deal of pain and drudgery, not endless euphoria. If you are able to align building a solid business with doing what you love, that's great, but it certainly isn't a requirement. Likewise, it's a bad idea to try to monetize your passion without extensive consideration. Finally, whether your business has anything to do with your passion shouldn't be the determining factor in why you want to start a business. You love your life. Entrepreneurs love their lives not necessarily because of the benefit of success, but because we love the game of entrepreneurship, which can bring joy and pain. An indescribable feeling of joy comes from knowing that you are in control of your destiny, and this joy is present through the good and the bad times. That's all. Thank you.